Now let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen a tournament announcement saying something like, our weekender will be in standard time control and will be FIDE rated? What on earth are they talking about? The language that is being used in chess tournament announcements, on chess union websites, in chess clubs, even by players when they talk to each other, does not really resemble the plain English. First 2 years when I was involved, I honestly needed a dictionary to get around, or I needed to stop and ask a question every second sentence just to figure out what is it going to be this time. As a chess dad, I'm going to translate chess lingo into plain English. In the example that I mentioned earlier, Chess Weekender is a weekend tournament that typically lasts around 3 days, so it's not a full week, it's just a weekend-based tournament. Standard time control means long games, so 90 plus 30, 90 minutes plus 30 seconds or something similar. So typically games where an individual game would last around 3, maybe up to 4 hours. FIDE rated simply means that the tournament is registered for rating with International Chess Federation. So players might get international rating if they don't have one, or the rating might be affected if they had a rating previously. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring plain English into the understanding of tournaments, ratings, time controls, and everything else that you might be interested in within chess lingo and the chess world. This story begins many years ago in a country far away. My son was 7 years old and my daughter was almost 6. And they were about to play their first ever chess tournament the next weekend. I had literally no idea what competitive chess is, as I had never seen it before. How do you prepare for it? What should they bring? Will it last till they lose their first game, so maybe they'll go home in an hour? Or maybe they'll be stuck there for the whole weekend? Now I tried to do what a sensible person would do, so I went on Google and asked a couple of questions. I can tell you I didn't develop much more clarity there. Then I went to our chess teacher and asked him what it is all about. Well, let's just say his chess lingo I couldn't understand at the time. Maybe I was just asking the wrong questions. Took me 2 years to get to figure out the basics. Now that was a long time ago, as said before, and since then my 3 children have played hundreds of tournaments on 3 continents. Chess brought so much good to my family that I am so happy that even my youngest one picked up chess and started playing tournaments some time ago. Together with her, I started to go on tournaments again, and I met a lot of new chess parents who only are getting into this world. What surprised me is that I saw they had the same questions that I had so long time ago. And at that moment I saw how an experienced parent can help, and I decided to become chess dad. Hi everyone, I am chess dad, my name is Slavko, and on this channel I am going to support new chess parents and chess enthusiasts. In this video I am going to tell you a little bit of what we will be talking about. I will share a few insights into chess benefits and what they are. I will bring a few topics that we will be discussing and share 1 or 2 examples. If you might have an interest to follow this, I am inviting you to consider subscribing, otherwise you might never see Chess Dad again. Magnus Carlsen and Gukesh are really cool guys in my view, as are Karpov, Kasparov, Fischer, Tal or Capablanca. But we are not going to be following them very closely in here. Have you ever heard of those guys before? Carlsen is an active player and one of the greatest of all times in chess. Gukesh is the current world champion and the youngest world champion ever. The other guys are world champions and chess immortals from the past 100 years. One part of every good chess player education is analyzing classical games, games of these chess immortals that I was mentioning. But there are many chess places that are engaged in doing so. Many places where you can find insightful analysis, great analysis of these guys' games, their playing principles, and what you can really learn from those. I personally follow Gotham Chess and Agad Matar on YouTube, and I believe these guys provide something great, but I'm sure there are tens and hundreds of other channels and other places where you can do the same. I, as chessdad, will not follow them so closely. We might be focusing a little bit on the early stages of their chess careers, but we will not follow them so much day to day. We might be talking to their parents, discussing how they were developing as a children, what were they thinking at those days, and follow the story wherever it may lead us. United States, Russia, China, India, European Union. What do they all have in common? Now I need to add a disclaimer. No, chessdad is not turning political all of a sudden. This is still very much about chess. There was a recent International Chess Federation FIDE survey that was trying to figure out how many people and how many children actually play chess around the world. What they found was interesting. 5 million children in Chinese schools play chess. 15 million in Indian schools play chess. In the United States, more than half of Chess Federation members are still in school. So a lot of children all around the world are engaged in chess in school. Despite all the differences, big and small, that these countries might have, they all consider chess in schools to be very important. Why is that so? The best answer I was able to find was in European initiative that was explaining everything about educational benefits of chess. Many years of research have proven that chess at an early stage of children's development is helping them develop problem-solving skills, logical skills, concentration, and helps even with social integration, believe it or not. So one thing that people and educators and parents agree all around the world is that chess has significant benefits for children. On this channel, we are going to talk about chess benefits in details, but executive summary version is it is an amazing hobby. It combines well with other activities like sports, and it does build skills for life in children and even in adults. When your child gets involved in the world of chess and get properly engaged, you will notice it by a huge number of questions that they will be asking. Mom, what is FIDE rating and how do I get one? Dad, why is next to my name in the pairings a bye? Do I get a point? How does it work? They might come back from chess in school asking, how do I get into a chess club? My teacher told me I am better than my friends and I should get into a chess club. Can we go, please? And can we also go and play some tournaments? Now, when your child gets engaged, that's amazing, but they will need a guide. In some countries, there might be structures that really follow your children and yourselves through it, but I can't say I've seen those really. Parent role is really crucial and critical, as in most of the other areas. If you are to guide your children in the world of chess, you need to understand the basics. chessdad is all about the basics. What I want to do here is to demystify ratings, tournaments, chess clubs, chess unions, tell you what is their role in your child's chess development. I also want to help you with the key milestones, like playing their first tournament, like going international, getting into a chess club. I might provide you even with some checklists. What are the things you are going to get and need in every of these cases? Also, I'm very happy to listen to you and cover some topics that you might consider interesting or needed for a chess parent. And always, I am open to respectful feedback. There are two things that most chess players have in common. The first thing is kind of obvious. They enjoy playing the game. They love the competition, the adrenaline, and especially the winning part, of course. The second thing they have in common is they all want to improve and progress and advance their games. It is kind of similar with video games. You start it, you fail, and then you fail again, and then you practice a little bit, and then you practice some more, and eventually you get to the next level. And then you start over the same story again. The introduction today will be just a little bit about the basic elements of chess learning at the beginning of chess careers and chess development for children. The first part of the 4 key elements there is where do you learn the basics? Where do you learn how to play chess? Now, very often children have grandfathers, fathers, mothers, uncles or aunts who teach them the basics. But sometimes they do not and they're interested to learn it some other way. I learned it from a book many years ago, but I don't think that's the option for many children today. The thing that I used myself for my daughter, despite the fact that we have a house full of chess players, my youngest one learned bits and pieces on chess.com lessons, and she was only 5 years old, so I highly recommend that piece if you need help with teaching children how to play chess. The second part, or the second element of chess learning, is to play a lot. After you've figured out the basics, after you learn the game, the key is to play, to figure out how it works. How do you checkmate someone? How do you lose a game? What do you do? The best thing is, of course, live, if you can have and find a live opponent. But if not, probably Lichess or chess.com are good options for you. Then we start to talk about coaches. The best for children is if they can find chess in their schools, because that's where they will be able to develop with their peers, which is always the least stressful thing and the most enjoyable for them. At the beginning, if you can't find a chess school or a chess club in your area, the go-to place is your chess union site, and that's where you might be able to get the information that are needed for your country. When we get to a later stage, or if nothing works out with the live coaching, so if you can't find anything in the area, you need to look online. I'm going to share a few good links in the video description where you can go and find online coaches for any stage of your children's chess development. Is your child doing so great in chess that they are going to travel to an international championships? This is a typical topic I'm going to cover as a chess dad, helping first-timers dealing with challenges of the chess world. This is an event with hundreds of children in one place, with anti-cheating devices like the ones you can see as scanners at the airports. Parents are not allowed even close. So these international championships can be a little bit challenging for first-timers. I'm talking both parents and children. That was one of the reasons for me to start this channel, to help with the important milestones that you might have on your chess journey. Now, my experience as chess dad has been that I have traveled with my children to more than 20 of these events, and I have served as a head of delegation in 6 of these events, talking European and World Championships. So I believe I might have a few helpful tips to guide you on the way and help you prepare for this event. Next week I'm going to do a video on international championships for children, which I think can help you prepare slightly better versus the usual chess tournament. Thank you. This has been the first ever chess video. I would like to really honestly thank you for watching. I hope you have got the channel's idea, and that is supporting chess parents and chess first-timers on their journey. I would appreciate if you like this content, if you think it might be useful for you, if you would consider subscribing. Also, if you think there is someone around you who might benefit from it, please share. And I have a few links also in the video description, which I think might be helpful to you or your friends on this chess journey. I hope to see you again. Bye from Chess Dad.